Hi, we're here with Guillaume Laforge, creator of Groovy at Devoxx. Guillaume, thanks for joining us today.
So I'm very happy to be at Devoxx again, and I'll be speaking about Groovy in the context of Java 8, and also tomorrow about the new features, what we've been working on in Groovy.
Yeah, so it's been a big year for Groovy, right?
Yeah, pretty big year. We're still having a nice growth in terms of user base, in terms of downloads, etc. And we're also exploring some new topics like the support, the Android support, so that developers are able to develop their Android applications in Groovy. So there's a talk by my colleague as well on Friday on that topic.
Fantastic. So developing Android with Groovy.
Yeah, so you can, for instance, I built a little application for my daughter to help her learn how to read. So it's like a little quiz. So I wrote the application in Groovy and built the APK file that you upload on your device. And it's much more concise to write applications in Groovy rather than Java. Yeah, Groovy makes things slightly more elegant, more concise. Yeah, it's basically pretty nice for the verbose API, like the Android APIs, to use Groovy for that.
And then kind of talking about Groovy on the mobile, it's also been a significant year for Apple with the launch of Swift, which was big news for you, right?
What's interesting is, so when they announced the release of Swift, I looked at the language and immediately found several similarities. And after looking at it more closely, I noticed that they actually took inspiration from Groovy itself. So there's the question mark dot operator, which is coming from Groovy, or the range operator with an exclusive upper bound. It's exactly the same notation as in Groovy. So it's nice to see that. I mean, it makes sense. If you want to be more productive developing applications on mobile platforms, you want to have a language which is easier to use, which is with less boilerplate code, etc. And I think Swift is the right answer compared to Objective-C, which was a bit old in the tooth.
Yeah, in need of
so they really needed something new. So Groovy is a bit like the Swift of for Android.
It's exciting for you, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah, and very humbling. I mean, when you see that they get inspired by what you did, so on a few points as well as on the APIs, you're like, oh, perhaps we did good things, the right things.
Nice affirmation.
Exactly.
I mean, that's kind of similar to the Scala community talk when they talk about Java 8. Like, yes, we got lambdas right all along.
Yeah. Like Groovy closures that we've been having for like more than 10 years now as well. So it's really nice to see those. I mean, it's progress in the right direction to make developers more productive, to simplify their lives, and
just the end goal ultimately. You're doing it right, aren't you?
Exactly, that's our stuff.
Kind of in a similar vein, your talk this week is going to be about Java 8 and Groovy, right?
So sometimes we get the question as, I mean, from developers who don't necessarily do Groovy yet, like, hey, but there's Java 8, there are lambdas, so we don't need Groovy anymore. But actually, Groovy is way more than just that. So, of course, we have lambdas, but we had all those things to do a functional programming. We had our nice builders for building or dealing with structured data. We have many interesting libraries also, or frameworks built on top or using Groovy, like Gradle for building, etc. So there's the ecosystem. There's all the simplifications we make to the JDK APIs. So it goes beyond what Java 8 offers, but still what's nice is that Groovy can benefit as well from Java 8, because we have our Groovy closures, we can use closures instead of lambdas. So you can use the stream API from the JDK from Java 8.
Very nice. So it's kind of, do you think that Java 8 might help bring a new wave of Groovy development? Have you seen any uplift in the community to date, or is it too early to tell?
Yeah, it's a bit too early to tell, because so far I mean, the vast majority of developers are still a bit on JDK 6 and now more on JDK 7. But I think the break-even was not that long ago, actually.
And I think people are going to jump from 6 to 8, right?
Yeah,
Most people are skipping out 7.
Yeah. But it's really nice. I mean, we're really happy with Java 8 and how Groovy developers can benefit from it right away because of how we developed our closures to map with functional interfaces and that kind of things. So we try to ease the transition.
Great, so we expect to hear a lot more from the Groovy community in the next year then?
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty promising, pretty fun.
Thanks very much, Guillaume.
Thank you.
Okay.